Hello, Earth 2 users. It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 update video. I just want to answer a couple of your guys' questions. Today's video brought to you by Dayquil. I got a little sick shoveling all the snow yesterday for a couple of hours, and that has really helped. Anyway, a lot of you have been asking about the what is going to happen in Phase 2 and Phase 3 and so on and so forth, and a lot of people of what they're doing is buying landmarks. Like I just bought, took me over an hour to buy a stadium in Kyoto, Japan, and I'm going to make it into a Pokemon stadium. Now, is that stadium going to be there? Are they going to give us the option to keep the landmarks that we buy, such as the Pyramids of Giza or Machu Picchu? Or are they just going to absolutely erase everything and let us build? Now, this is something where I think they're just going to erase everything and let us build because it wouldn't really be fair for people to have that option. Now, you could build what was already there given the resources, but it wouldn't make much sense for us to have these tiles there and all those tiles generate resources and then not being able to build on the land that you bought. Anyway, there's some people that asked about, okay, well, what about stealing, pirating, fighting, whatever? And they've addressed this in their Discord, which again, I'll link down below. And what happens is that you're going to be able to fight for the use of the land, like for the use of the land and who can claim the resources. That doesn't necessarily mean that what you paid for can be taken away from you. You will always own that land unless you sell. So if you have a fight going on, you battle, I don't know how they're going to do it. Again, it's going to be VR, so I don't know if you're going to have like weapons in VR, if it's going to be like a Green Lantern ring and you have like a giant baseball mitt to catch their bullets. I don't know. If anyone's creative, maybe they could build something like that. Or, if it's going to be weapons, like you're going to have a bow and arrow, you're going to have guns. That might be a little too R rated for some of the younger players because I feel like a lot of this is going to be geared towards kids. A lot of this is going to be, again, VR, something that you can do anything that you want, and maybe they'll say, like, okay, you're too young to go into this part of the world. Now, I feel like even 15-year-olds can say, like, oh, you know what? I am 18. Click. I'm going to check that mark. But they might also have another type of fighting style. It might not be like that. It might be like an RPG, like a Pokemon, like a turn move based thing, like, oh, he attacked. And in anticipation of that, I'm going to dodge or I'm going to counter or I'm going to do whatever else. Now, as far as fighting for the land, they also said in their Discord chat that, okay, if let's say you lose control of the land, even though you still own it, you will still get a percentage of what it spawns. Like if it spawns like a piece of wood or however many pieces of wood, and somebody else claims it because let's say you got your ass kicked, you still get a piece of that. It's not going to be fair, and I don't think many people would play if they say like, okay, well, I paid for this land and now I can't do anything on it. That's not fair. No, so they're obviously going to make it so that the owner of the land is going to get something. So it doesn't mean you could just roll into somewhere else and be able to like absolutely destroy a whole, a couple of kids trying to have fun and they don't get anything. It's a good way to like kind of an anti-bully system where someone's going to get something regardless. And, they'll still get the tax revenue if they're class 1 through 3. There is a little something that I've noticed already. Again, soft launch started in November, that people are starting to make like coalitions. Like, hey, let's buy like Rhode Island. Let's buy this whole like state of Texas. And anyone try to mess with us, we'll heck them up. And there's a couple of people doing that in various parts of the world. They're forming little armies. And I don't know if that's a thing that maybe in different parts of the world that might be different factions going along with each other. There's going to be firebenders and airbenders, and that'd be great if we can see an avatar world, or if you can use, let's say you could build an animatronic pet that can fight with you. I don't know if those things might be able to die. That might be a little sad and maybe too many feels for some people, but that's just something that if anything can happen, I don't see why not. Let's make Riptar. Let's make Godzilla. Let's make fucking Scooby-Doo. Like, I don't know, solve mysteries. So anyway, this is just an update that I wanted to let you guys know of what people are doing. Again, it's still very hard to get into the game. I'll drop my referral code down below. For those of you that don't know, if you're, I should have explained this before, anyone that is new to the game or haven't deposited any money yet, again, you don't have to link your bank account information. You could just use PayPal. I don't think Cash App is a thing yet on this game, but there's also a way in the settings where eventually they're going to have it tracked by Ethereum. Like I said, this before is very similar to Bitcoin, and Well, I guess I was close because Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, the same as Bitcoin or Litecoin or Dogecoin, any of the big ones. I don't think Dogecoin's a big one. I just like it, but that's something that it's going to be able to be tracked by that. It could be in-game currency. It could be something where uh, you have your in-game like money that you get from tax revenue or referral code revenue, or just something that you put in there, and then you can change it to Ethereum. You can do the same thing on the Cash App. Like Cash App, if you want to buy like a certain stock, and then you have a little money left over, you could buy a little bit of Bitcoin if you wanted on the Cash App. It's going to be the same thing with this eventually. You could be able to put in money and then buy land, and then whatever you have left over, you could just buy Ethereum with, and vice versa. You could use that Ethereum to buy land, or you could cash it out. So that is the update for today. I love you all. Again, I'll make a video tomorrow. Might if I just stay home. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I noticed before in my YouTube data link that 70% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed. Please subscribe. That really helps me. That really makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. And 92% of you are male. How do I get more females? Do I show a cat? Do I show like a doggo? Do I show my good friend General Dashy over here? That is my bae. All right. Outside of that, let me know if you have any questions. Please, I do try to respond to everyone, and I think I do eventually. Sometimes it takes me a little time, but I love you guys, and really everything. Every time you use my referral code, and I see that, means the world to me. Commenting, liking, subscribing, getting a lot of subscribers the past few days, and I really am going to try to give you guys daily updates on this, because I've done this before. For those of you that are new, I've done this before with Pokemon cards that I thought are very undervalued, and I still do that. And I've done that before with stocks, mostly Tesla. And the people that have followed me have made a lot of money. And this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys this is what you should do. It's just what I'm doing, and I happen to have made a lot of money during a pandemic. So anyway, guys, this is something that I 100% believe in, and again, I've only invested $500 in this, not a lot of money. Once February rolls around, that Pokemon card is paid off, I'm going all in on this. Like I put, 80 grand into Tesla. I put, over 100 grand into Pokemon cards. I will do something similar to this. It might not be around the $50,000-$100,000 level, but it'll be several $1,000s, maybe tens of thousands of dollars. Again, just because I believe in not just the game, although the game is very, very fun and very, very addicting, just with these two, just with these two things that you could do of buying and selling land. And you could name the land too, something fun. I don't know what the person named the Pornhub headquarters, but that was fun. But I just believe in the people that are doing this. I believe in the CEO. I believe in the advisor, Dylan CEO, and just that's what I look for when I invest in stocks, when I invest in anything. I look for the people who are running it. Yes, the idea is fantastic and it's great. And I believe this is something that this is going to be like a next level, something that's never really been done before on this scale. And I think it's the next big thing. Again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I did not buy Bitcoin at $500 a bit when I had the chance. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm not perfect, but it's just the way I see things. Again, I love you all. Class dismissed.